Yes. This is Manchester Mar. Welcoming everybody back to another little talk about Manchester United. So, we just wrapped up the 25-26 Premier League season, and congratulations to Arsenal on winning their first title in 20 plus years. Now, Manchester United is on the clock. We are now the only team in the top six, or the big six, to not have won a title in over a decade. Liverpool's done it. Spurs just won a Europa League. City, of course, has won 4 of 6. Arsenal now have just broken their 20 plus year streak. So Manchester United is now on the bubble. After the season review, after what we had last year, making it to the Europa League finals and not winning, and finishing deep in the bottom half of the table, this year is a magnificent turnaround. We lost a manager in the process, gained a manager in the process, and the boys seem to be fighting again. Bruno is enjoying his football. I'm already committing to staying, and the team is now looking up and ready to replace and sign players. I want to thank Casemiro for all he's done for Manchester United. I want to thank him for the teaching moments, the leading moments, the joys, the goals, everything that he's contributed to Manchester United over the last years. And thank you for leaving football in your time and not because the football has left you. So thank you very much to Casemiro. Thank you also to Malacia. Rasmus has been confirmed to be going to Napoli, so I want to give a shout out to Rasmus as well for the European nights and the goals he scored. Sadly, we couldn't get the Europa League, but he has contributed in his own way, and all the best in Napoli. We might be losing a few players at this transfer window, but we will be gaining some. And what I want to say to Manchester United, the board, the manager, the players, the season 26-27 starts today. We just wrapped up the league, yes, finishing third with 71 points. A good points haul, but we were still 20 plus points off Arsenal. We have 5 games. We have to be going into the season 26-27 thinking 5 games is too much losses. We play 38 games a season, and we have to be going in the season thinking 5 games is too much losses. Whether it be wins and draws, we have to have 5 games where we can't lose. So going into next season, we have to prepare to be stingy in the defense and very, 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 very takeative in the offense. We have to score, and we have to defend, and we have to protect the ball and our goalkeeper. We're looking for clean sheets next year. We're looking for great defensive contributions. We're looking for a dominant midfield, and we're looking for a forward line that could get us more than the 30 plus goals they got us this season. We need 20 goals from a player this season, next season. I'm saying this season because for me, the 26-27 season started as soon as the final whistle went. So we're going to be looking for players to step up, elevate their game, and use this off-season, whether you're playing in the World Cup or just training, rejuvenating and training to get better and fitter for next season, to come back stronger. What I want to say to the board at Manchester United is we've chosen Carrick. He's come in and done a fantastic job. He's done what we wanted him to do, and he's secured us Champions League football in Manchester. Manchester United will be playing 2 games a week, 26-27. Back Carrick. Give him the players he wants. Give Manchester United options. We can't be going into 26-27 season being scared to make subs because of a drop-off. We can't go into the 26-27 season being scared to rotate players because of a drop-off. We cannot go into the 26-27 season where we're trying to win the Champions League, win the Premier League, win the FA Cup, win the Carabao Cup. We can't go into the season where we hope to win any cup. 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups, 4 cups. We can't go into the season expecting to win any cup, having one set 11 and at 11 where we drop off. We need 22 starters. You might think that is crazy, but look at the Premier League winners for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Man City always had players, 22 starters, where they could rest a team, play a team, and you wouldn't see a drop off. Arsenal this year has proven with the signings that they've made that they can have 22 starters where they could throw in anybody and play Arsenal football. Manchester United needs to be able to play carrot ball and Manchester United football with any player that steps on the pitch. So, with that being said, I want to urge us to not panic buy, do not cheap buy, and do not hear we got a signing buy. We need to buy Manchester United type footballers. When we buy Manchester United type footballers, we get Manchester United type results, and we're back to where Manchester United belongs. We need a backup for Sesko. We have seen over the past few games where Sesko has been injured, a drop-off in the forward line. Xerxes has tried to come in and contribute, and Mbeumo has tried to play out of position and in a striker's role to contribute. But we need an out-and-out number 9 backup. Gonzalo Ramos from PSG is a name I would mention. He has been the perfect substitute super sub striker and is one of those strikers that always seems to find the net when given minutes. We need a player of that caliber who can be a starter but also be a lethal substitute striker, like one we've had who you might know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Manchester United has always had a great strikers rotation. Berbatov, Tevez, Van Persie, Falcao and Zlatan, York and Cole. The list goes on and on. Ruud van Nistelrooy with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We have always had options. Manchester United has to bring in options. We need a left winger, but Dargo has emerged. Cunha is still playing at a position on the left. So Antonio Nusa is somebody I would like to throw out for a left winger replacement that we would need to give us strength in depth in that position also. Cunha plays in the same role as Bruno and can drift out left at the national left winger. So we have coverage for Bruno. We have the attacking midfielders, but we need the defensive midfield position to be strong. We're losing Casemiro. Ugarte might be on his way out. Please do not panic buy to fill a position of desperate need. We need to build around Meno, we need to complement Meno, and we need to complement Manchester United type football with our signings. We need a top replacement for Casemiro. The midfield options are vast. This transfer window, they are vast. You can make a list of on and on and on midfielders with potentials. We've been talking about Matheus Fernandes, Baleba, Ederson, Chouameni, Anderson from Nottingham Forest. We've been talking about multiple different players to fill that defensive midfield position. I'll throw in Papagay again from Valencia, from Villarreal. He's one of my favorite defensive midfielders now. There are a long list of options in the defensive midfield. We need to sign quality players to take us back where we belong. We also need work in the defense. We need a left back. How available will Luke Shaw be next year? Can we play Dargo at left back? There are a lot of left backs I also like. Truffert is a very good one at Bournemouth. There's even Says from Club Brugge. There are a lot of options that we could look at. Lewis Hall may be expensive, to strengthen Manchester United. My plea is to go out, seize the moment, and sign Manchester United players, not panic buys, to take us back to where we belong. The opportunity is there. Arsenal has just now secured their first in years. Man City is losing Pep. Chelsea is changing the guard. Liverpool have still not yet to find their identity. We've identified Carrick Ball as our identity. We've had some good performances. Please get our manager the players he needs, strengthen the squad, and let us get back to playing Manchester United football and doing what Manchester United does, and its challenge for titles. Manchester Mar out. Like, comment, subscribe. Come on, United.